On behalf of the Saundarya Natikalalaya Foundation, Srimati Khanjari, Shri Deepak, and Kumari Piya Kumbhar, I welcome you this evening to the Shiva Swami Auditorium here at the Fine Arts Society, Chembur for the Bharatanatyam Arangetram of Kumari Piya. Friends, dance has captivated the attention of a wide audience, from the royalty to the common masses, since time immemorial. The dance forms in India only add to the already existing glory, grandeur, and grace of our rich heritage. Bharatanatyam हमारे देश की एक सर्वश्रेष्ठ और प्राचीन कला है. Bharatanatyam is a divine language of the body. Bharatanatyam मनुष्य शरीर का एक दैविक भाषा है. भरतनाट्यम एक ऐसी कला है जिसमें विभिन्न प्रकार की कलाएं जैसे नाटक, नाट्य, गीत, कविता आदि का सही मात्रा में मिश्रण है. Bharatanatyam is the art of stage, drama, music, poetry, color, and rhythm, which cannot be performed by anyone without reverence for the technique or for spiritual life. As the name suggests, Bharatanatyam involves bha as in bhava or the facial expressions, ra as in raga or the melody, ta as in tala or the rhythm, and natya is a dance or the aesthetic movements of the feet. भरतनाट्यम प्राचीन काल का नृत्य है जिसका जन्म दक्षिण भारत के मंदिरों में ज़रूर हुआ था, पर आज ये कला दुनिया में देश प्रसिद्ध है. फ्रेंड्स, अरंगेट्रम का अक्षरार्थ अर्थ है रंगमंच पर चढ़ना. अरंगेट्रम एक परीक्षा है. Yes, it is a test that marks the completion of the initial training of the student and her blossoming into a full-fledged dancer. Our artist for today is Kumari Piya Kumbhar, a student of Standard 10 at the Piya ICSE school here in Ghatkopar. She commenced her training in this divine art form at the tender age of 6 under able tutelage of Guru Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan at the Saundarya Natikalalaya. Over the years of training and the time that she spent at the foundation, she's keenly picked up the nuances of this art form and is highly indebted to the other teachers at the foundation, namely being Srimati Aditi Baliga, Shakti Menon, and Kumari Akriti Anantaraman, for their constant guidance to achieve her goal of making this day possible for her. Coming to her guru, Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan. Her guru, Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan, is the founder director of the Saundarya Natikalalaya Foundation, an institution founded way back in 1980 with humble beginnings as a home-based class, which is now a foundation operating from 9 different locations across the globe, spanning from North America to Australia. Guru Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan hails from a talented lineage of musicians and dancers. She was trained in this divine art form by her aunt, Guru Srimati Raji Venkateshwar and Srimati M.R. Prema, the founders of Bharatanatyam Kalalaya in Kolkata. She continues her passion for learning Bharatanatyam from Guru Sri Venugopal Pillai of the Tanjore Nrityashala fame here in Mumbai. Armed with a diploma in Carnatic music from the University of Bombay, her voice resonates beautifully at each one of her recitals, which are most popular for their simplistic themes with exquisite choreography. Guru Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan has been conferred with numerous titles and accolades from renowned national and international cultural organizations. The artists of the foundation have over 3,500 performances to their credit as of date, including those over on Doordarshan and at prestigious international dance festivals. With over 2,000 artists passing through the portals of the foundation, many are pursuing dance as a profession, conducting classes of Bharatanatyam under the Saundarya Natikalalaya Foundation banner across various locales in Bombay and overseas successfully. Apart from Guru Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan, Piya also has undergone training in Bharatanatyam from teacher Srimati Aditi Baliga. A gold medalist in disability studies from the prestigious Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Aditi teacher is a senior artist at the foundation with numerous performances both in India and abroad, punctuating her artistic journey. Aditi teacher is one of the senior tutors at the foundation today, where every student aiming to perform the Arangetram goes through a rigorous training under the watchful eyes of Aditi teacher. She's a wonderful mentor who nurtures the artists with discipline and dedication to help them achieve their maximum creative potential. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, along with the blessings of their elders, their parents, their gurus, and the Almighty, Piya Kumbhar awaits your blessings and encouragement for a successful initiation into this beautiful world of dance. We begin this evening with an invocatory prayer to Lord Ganesha, the Pratham Devta in Ragam Hamsadvani. This is the Vinayaka Stuti, which is basically the signature start of any recital at the Saundarya Natikalalaya Foundation.
వినాయక నీను వీణా బ్రోచుడకు వినాయక నీను వీణా బ్రోచుడకు వినాయక నీను వీణా బ్రోచుడకు వినాయక నీను వీణా బ్రోచుడకు
So देवी और सज्जनों, इस गणेश स्तुति के बाद कुमारी पिया will start her Arangetram with the पुष्पांजलि. पुष्पांजलि का यथाशब्द अर्थ होता है फूलों से आराधना. आज हम पुष्पांजलि फिर समर्पित करेंगे गणेश जी को, जो विघ्नहर्ता के नाम से जाने जाते हैं. He is a Lord who is known as a remover of all obstacles. Piya bows down to the elephant-headed Lord for the success of today's recital and also to bless each one of us who have assembled here this evening. Today's Pushpanjali in Ragam Natai sings the Lord's praises in the form of the Dwadasha Shloka, a well-known composition from the Narad Purana depicting the 12 names of Lord Ganesha like Vakratunda, Ekadanta, Krishna Pingaksha, Lambodara, Balachandra, Vinayaka, Ganapati, Gajanana and Ityadi. So Pushpanjali, ladies and gentlemen, it's set to the Adital.
प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकं लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजं च धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टकं नवमं बालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं तु द्वादशं गजाननम्
So that was a beautiful beginning. And देवियों सज्जनों, आज के हमारे अगला अंश देवी माँ पर आधारित है. The Devi for today is goddess Shakti or Parvati. पार्वती माँ शिव जी की consort है. विष्णु भगवान के बहन भी हैं. She is a one with compassionate and an ever-smiling face. She is beauty and art incarnate, and she resides in the hearts of all her rasikas. Kumari Piya proceeds to depict how goddess Shakti destroys the evil buffalo-headed Ashura, the Mahishasur, in the famous scene of the Mahishasura Mardini, a very well-known stotram on Devi, thus reiterating the fact that good always triumphs over the evil. We now bow down to Devi Ma in her form of Chamundeshwari in Sarasamukhi in Rag Gaudamalhar, which is set to the Rupakatal.
सारसमुखी सकल भाग्य दे सारसमुखी सकल भाग्य दे सारसमुखी सकल या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमो नमः नमो
Jai Mata. I want 3 chants. Jai Mata Di 3 times. 1, 2 and 3. Jai Mata Di. Come on. Hey, too good. Yes, wasn't that great? So now Kumari Piya comes to the elaborate centerpiece of today's recital, an item that embodies in itself the Nritya, the Natya and the Abhinaya of the highest order. हाँ देवियों और सज्जनों, दिस इज वर्णम. सच में वर्णम भरतनाट्यम का सबसे कठिन पर सबसे रोमांचक अंश है. यहाँ आर्टिस्ट को पूरी स्कोप दी जाती है टू इम्प्रोवाइज ऑन अ गिवन थीम. आज का वर्णम कृष्ण भगवान पे आधारित है. आज हमारे वर्णम के बोल हैं, सुन मोरे बिनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा. दिस इज अ कंपोजिशन ऑफ गुरु श्रीमती राजी नारायण हियर फ्रॉम मुंबई. In this Varnam, Krishna Bhagwan के भक्त उन्हें पूजते हैं. Piya describes a handsome lord dressed in all finery and the pitambari robes. उनकी बांसुरी के धुन सुनकर सारी गोपियां के मन भी खिल उठती हैं. He is a lord who converts the poison or wish which is sent by King Rana to kill his staunch devotee, that is Mirabai, and he converts that wish into Amrit in one of those mythology of Krishna. Piya also briefly touches upon other stories and other scenes from the Indian epic Mahabharata and also of Lord Shri Krishna, like how he saves Queen Draupadi from disgrace in the royal court of Hastinapur. She enacts the scene of the Draupadi Vasraharan, and in this Varnam, Draupadi Vasraharan ka Varnan karte hue, she says Draupadi pleads with one and all in the court to help her and even asks for justice from the elders, the revered elders who are assembled there. How she could be actually dragged to the center of the court and insulted and be pawned in a game of dice. आखिर में उनके एकमात्र सहायता हैं and that is कृष्ण भगवान, जो द्रौपदी के लाज भरे सभा में बचाते हैं. नंदलाला, or as he is also fondly called, Gokul गांव के भी रक्षक हैं, where he saves the entire village from the wrath of rain god and Lord Indra by lifting the Govardhan Parvat on his little finger. Here, the emphasis is basically on the mellifluous music or the melody that flows from the flute of Lord Shri Krishna, mesmerizing the entire universe. In today's Varnam, Piya also briefly describes the well-known story of friendship between the Lord and his impoverished Brahmin friend Sudama, who is blessed with unimaginable wealth on just offering the Lord a handful of parched rice, signifying that Shri Krishna blesses anyone who offers anything with a pure mind and a kind heart. In Krishna Bhagwan's role as a Sarathi or the charioteer for Arjuna, जिन्हें हम सभ्यसाची के नाम से भी जानते हैं, कृष्णदेव उन्हें गीता उपदेश भी देते हैं right at the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Here, कृष्ण भगवान के सारे दुख मिटाते हैं. कृष्ण भगवान ही हैं जो सारे सुख बांटते हैं, सारे दुख मिटाते हैं और सभी को अपनी बांसुरी के मधुर धुन से लुभाते हैं. Ladies and gentlemen, आज का वर्णम सुन मोरे बिनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा is in Ragam Mohanam and it's set to the Adital.
सुन मोरे बीनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा सुन मोरे बीनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा सुन मोरे बीनती हे प्रभु धड़ंगु तक तिक तक तरिकिट तुम ता रित रित गी न तक न क जम त जम तत् रित रित गी न तक न क जम त जम ता रित रित गी न तक न क जम त जम तत् रित रित गी न तक न क जम त जम ता रित रित गी न तक न क जम त जम तत् रित रित गी न तक न क जम त जम ता रित रित गी न तक न क जम जम तत् रित रित गी न तक न क जम जम ता रित रित गी न तक न क जम जम तत् रित रित गी न तक न क जम जम ता रित गी न जम ता ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದರಿ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಕ ದತ್ತ ರಿತ ಗಿ ನ ಜಂ ತೈ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದರಿ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಕ ದಕ್ಕ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕಣ ತಕ್ಕ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿ ತರಿ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತೋಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತರಿ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತೋಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತಿಕ್ಕ ತರಿ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತೋಂ ತದಿಂಗಿಣ ತೋಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತರಿಂಗಿಣ ತೋಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತಿಕ್ಕ ತರಿಂಗಿಣ ತೋಂ ಕಡಕದರಿಗಿಡ ತೋಂ ಕಡಕದರಿಗಿಡ ತೋಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತಿಕ್ಕ ಕಡಕದರಿಗಿಡ ತೋಂ ಸೋನ ಮೋರೆ ವಿಯತಿ हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा सुन मोरे बीनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा सुन मोरे बीनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा सुन मोरे बीनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा सुन मोरे बीनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा सुन मोरे बीनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सुन मोरे बीनती हे प्रभु तू ही मेरा सहारा सुख के कारण Tadi mi takita tadi ngina tom ta gata jum tari धुन सुन कर तेरी बंसी की झूमोगी मोरी गोपियाँ सारी। तूने कृष्ण का अमृत में बदला नाच उठी तब मीरा पगली। धुन सुन कर तेरी बंसी की तरी रत्तरि तरि तगिन तत्तगुत्तणं तरि रत्तरि तरि तगिन ताकुतणं तरि तत्तरि तरि तगिन तत्तगुत्तणं तरि तत्तरि तगिन ताकुतणं तरि तत्तगुत्तणं तरि ताकुतणं तरि ताकुतणं तरि तत्तगुत्तणं तरि ताकुतणं तरि तेहि ताकुतणं तरि तत्तगुत्तणं तरि ताकुतणं तरि तत्तगुत्तणं तरि ताकुतणं तरि तत्तगुत्तणं तरि तरगडदं तरगडदं तक्कतरि किटतुं तां तक्कतरि किटतुं तेहि तक्कतरि किटतुं गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति मुझे राह दिखाओ गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति मुझे राह दिखाओ गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति मुझे राह दिखाओ गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति मुझे राह दिखाओ गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति सारी गारी सद पसाद पदरी सारी गारी सद पसाद पदरी गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति गोवर्धन के तले सबकी रक्षा की गोवर्धन के तले सबकी रक्षा की गोवर्धन के तले सबकी रक्षा की गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति दस दफा दग दफा दरि सद सरि ग पद सरि ग सा पदरि दस दफा दग दफा दरि सद सरि ग पद सरि ग सा पदरि गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति निर्धन मित्र सुधामा के दुख को अपार धन से मिटा दिया हरि निर्धन मित्र सुधामा के दुख को अपार धन से मिटा दिया हरि निर्धन मित्र सुधामा के दुख को अपार धन से मिटा दिया हरि गोकुल के जन के मन की ज्योति री री ग ग रि स रि द स प र द द
I think it was just amazing. What do you all say? Absolutely. Did you? Amazing to have such a long, one piece of dance, and that smile didn't leave her face, right? It's not a joke. The smile and the spring in her feet, a spring in every step that she had. I think she retained it right from dance one till this longest piece that we've seen, and we have the second half yet to go. So with this, guys, we take a short break, and we see you soon after the break, about 10 to 15 minutes later. And please help yourself to some light refreshments, which is being served on the first floor in the cafeteria. Thank you very much. Curtains, please. Request you all to please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly settle down. I will call everybody. If they're busy, then they'll come later and take it. Then I'll continue with calling because I cannot not call them. It'll come in that order.
Because then I'll tell our art teacher to go backstage. Or one of us has to go because there will only two of us. And so for her to change the whole thing, one of us has to be teacher and one of us has to be able to keep giving the band. That's why I was asking.
So Ananya, you be here. Because either you do this. Kumari Piya resumes her Arangetram recital with the Bho Shambho. देवियों और सज्जनों, इस शाम का अगला अंश नृत्य के देवता पर आधारित है. जी हाँ, शिवजी या नटराज देव पर रची हुई है भो शंभो. It's a Sanskrit composition of Sri Dayananda Saraswat Ji, the founder of Arya Samaj, a great philosopher and a social reformer. Here, पिया शिवजी की वर्णन करती हैं, जैसे उनके लंबे बाल, the matted locks जिनके जटा से गंगा माँ बहती हैं, the डमरू of creation एक हाथ में और अग्नि या fire that is of destruction in another, the tiger skin around his waist और जिनके गले में सांप मंडराते हैं. This is the नटराजा और शिवजी. शिवजी करुणा के सागर हैं. He is a compassion incarnate. शिव ही सत्य है, शिव ही सुंदर है, शिव ही अनंत है. He is truly limitless. शिव ही वो देवता हैं जो तीनों लोग यानी स्वर्ग, पृथ्वी और पाताल को संभालते हैं और बड़े बड़े ऋषि मुनि भी उन्हीं को पूजते हैं. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bho Shambho in Ragam Revati set to the Adital.
शंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो भो शंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो भो शंभो शिव शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शम्भो 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 शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो गंगाधर शंकर करुणाकर मामव भवसागर तार शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो गंगाधर शंकर करुणाकर मामव भवसागर तार शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो निर्गुण परब्रह्म स्वरूपा गम गम भूत प्रपञ्चरहित निर्गुण परब्रह्म स्वरूपा गम गम भूत प्रपञ्चरहित निर्गुण परब्रह्म स्वरूपा गम गम भूत प्रपञ्चरहित निज गुहनिहित निदान्त अनन्त आनन्द अतिशय अक्षयलिङ्ग निज गुहनिहित निदान्त अनन्त आनन्द अतिशय अक्षयलिङ्ग शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो गंगाधर शंकर करुणाकर मामव भवसागर तार शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो धीमित धीमित किट धीमि किट किट तोम 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 तरि किट किट तोम धीमित धीमित किट धीमि किट तोम 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 तरि किट किट तोम धीमित धीमित किट धीमि किट तोम 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 शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय ॐ 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 नमः
Well, another masterpiece I just sweated out. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a piece that is Thigatum Varai Venne. कुमारी पिया अब इस अंश में बाल कृष्ण के शरारतों की वर्णन करेंगी. In this very well-known and traditional composition, Piya enacts how the little lord feels hungry and always loves a share of freshly churned butter and curds. वे माखन चोर के नाम से भी प्रसिद्ध हैं. The pots are deliberately stashed way high up by Mother Yashoda, knowing very well that this little prankster is going to be vying for these. पर खूब प्रयत्न के बाद कृष्ण भगवान अपने बांसुरी से दही और मक्खन के हांडियाँ तोड़ देते हैं. He messes up the entire place after feasting on the goodies. यशोदा मैया बेचारी सोचती है कि शायद एक बिल्ली होगा जिन्होंने ये सारे हांडियाँ तोड़ दी हैं. पर नटखट बालकृष्ण के जो मोर पंख फर्श पर गिरे पड़े मिलते हैं, that is when she realizes it's after all her little adorable naughty little son who's done this. Lord Krishna continues his pranks by smearing the butter on the cheeks of the sleeping mother, who's initially very upset. पर भला कौन इस प्यारे से मुखड़े पर बहुत देर तक गुस्सा या खफा हो सकता है? She then melts like butter at the very sight of the adorable little lad and calls him to always be with her. This is Thigatum Varai Venne in Ragamalike, set to the Adital.
कण्णा कण्णा ஆ திகட்டும் வரை வெண்ணை திருடி தின்ற கண்ணன் தெருவில் போனால் இங்கு வர சொல்லடி. திகட்டும் வரை வெண்ணை திருடி தின்ற கண்ணன் தெருவில் போனால் இங்கு வர சொல்லடி. திகட்டும் வரை வெண்ணை திருடி தின்ற கண்ணன் தெருவில் போனால் இங்கு வர சொல்லடி. திகட்டும் வரை வெண்ணை திருடி தயிரெல்லாம் மாறாக ஒழுகுது இங்கே. கண்ணனோ அவன் கள்வனோ எந்த கண்கள் தேடுதவன் எழிலை காண திகட்டும் வரை வெண்ணை திருடி தின்ற கண்ணன் தெருவில் போனால் இங்கு வர சொல்லடி, அவனை வர சொல்லடி, கண்ணனை வர சொல்லடி. உருட்டி தயிர் பானை உடைத்து சென்றதை நானும் திருட்டு பூனை என்று ஏமாந்தேன். உருட்டி தயிர் பானை உடைத்து சென்றதை நானும் திருட்டு பூனை என்று ஏமாந்தேன். உருட்டி தயிர் பானை உடைத்து சென்றதை நானும் திருட்டு பூனை என்று ஏமாந்தேன். உருட்டி தயிர் பானை உடைத்து சென்றதை நானும் திருட்டு பூனை என்று ஏமாந்தேன். உருட்டி தயிர் பானை உடைத்து சென்றதை நானும் திருட்டு பூனை என்று ஏமாந்தேன். விரட்ட எண்ணி அதனை விரட்டி செல்லவே அவனும் திருட்டு மறைய கண்டு ஏமாந்தேன். விரட்ட எண்ணி அதனை விரட்டி செல்லவே அவனும் திருட்டு மறைய கண்டு ஏமாந்தேன். கண்ணனோ அவன் கள்வனோ எந்த கண்கள் தேடுதவன் எழிலை காண திகட்டும் வரை திருடி தின்ற கண்ணன் தெருவில் போனால் இங்கு வர சொல்லடி, அவனை வர சொல்லடி, கண்ணனை வர சொல்லடி. கண்ணயர்ந்த நானும் கண்ணயர்ந்த நானும் கண் விழித்து பார்த்தால் கண்ணயர்ந்த நானும் கண் விழித்து பார்த்தால் கன்னத்தில் வெண்ணை அதை நான் கண்டேன். கன்னத்தில் வெண்ணை அதை நான் கண்டேன். சின்னவன் கண்ணன் என்று எண்ணியே நான் அவன் கள்ளத்தனம் கண்டு ஏமாந்தேன். சின்னவன் கண்ணன் என்று எண்ணியே நான் அவன் கள்ளத்தனம் கண்டு ஏமாந்தேன். கண்ணனோ அவன் கள்வனோ எந்த கண்கள் தேடுதவன் எழிலை காண
Right, I think the Kumbhars will have to revamp their kitchen and have loads of curds and butters stacked up for her, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, Kumari Piya now comes to the Tillana, generally considered as a traditional finale of any Bharatanatyam recital. Tillana शुद्ध भरतनाट्यम मार्गम का एक महत्वपूर्ण और तेज अंश है. One of the most beautiful pieces of Bharatanatyam, Tillana is an explosion of intricate footwork, or the nritta, and sculpturous poses interwoven with rhythm and grace. आज का तिल्लाना भी भगवान कृष्ण पर ही आधारित है. कृष्ण भगवान के बांसुरी के धुन सुनकर सभी भक्त प्रसन्न हो जाते हैं और कृष्ण भगवान को अपने बीच आमंत्रित करते हैं. कृष्ण भगवान पद्मनाभ जी के रूप से भी जाने जाते हैं एंड जिस रूप में आकर सब दुख मिटा देते हैं. Today's Tillana is a composition of the poet King Sri Swadi Tirunal of the Travancore in Ragam Dhanashri set to the Adital.
वृंदावन की कुंज गली में नाचत गिरिधारी जानकी कुंज कली में नाचत गिरिधारी 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 मोर मुकुट पीतांबर शोभे बाजे मृदंग बाजे मृदंग बाजे मृदंग सखियन संग राधा नाची रे तकिट 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 तज्जम तकिट 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 तज्जम तजुम 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 ताम तजुम 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 ताम तजुम 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 ताम नाच उठे संसार नाच उठे संसार संसार गीत ध्वनि कुतक धीम नाद्र कीट तोम नाच रही गोरी गीत ध्वनि कुतक धीम नाद्र कीट तोम नाच रही गोरी गीत ध्वनि कुतक धीम नाद्र कीट तोम नाच रही गोरी गीत ध्वनि कुतक धीम नाद्र कीट तोम नाच रही गोरी तांबे तंबे तत गिरह तुम्ही ध्वनि कुतक धीम नाद्र कीट तोम नाच रही गोरी तांबे तंबे तत गिरह तुम्ही ध्वनि कुतक धीम नाद्र कीट तोम नाच रही तद्ध्वनि कुतक तान गावे तदरते तते 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 ते तते ततननदो भीम तकिट तकदीम भीम तकिट तकदीम भीम तकिट तकदीम हततोम हततोम हतगीत ध्वनि कुतकरीम नाथ कीट तो नाच रहे गोरी नावीद मेर तद्ध्वनि कुतकरीम पद्मनाभ तुम्हारी लीला क्या कहूँ मैं सावरो पद्मनाभ तुम्हारी लीला क्या कहूँ मैं सावरो तापस कट शरणायो सो हमारो तुम्हारो पद्मनाभ तुम्हारी लीला क्या कहूँ मैं सावरो तापस कट शरणायो सो हमारो तुम्हारो तदीम तदीम तिरना उदनि तधानि धार तदीम तदीम तिरना तादित्ते तदनत कर तदार तनि तारदीम अलरि तलरि तकिट ताम ताम तकिट ताम ताम तकिट ताम ताम तदीम दीम दीम तनि अलरि ताम 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 तक तनि अलरि तोम 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 तक तिक तनि अलरि गीत ध्वनि कुतकरीम नाथ कीट तो नाच रहे गोरी तावीदं वेतते तिरतुं तद्ध्वनि कुतकरीम नाथ कीट तो नाच रहे गोरी तावीदं वेतते तिरतुं तावीदं वेतते तिरतुं तद्ध्वनि
Can we have the stage and the audience lights on, please? Right. So friends, as I had just announced before Tillana, the Tillana marks the completion of any Bharatanatyam recital or a Bharatanatyam repertoire, truly. So today, since Piya Kumbhar has successfully finished her Tillana, our Guru, Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan, would like to honor the artist with the blessings of Lord Nataraja and also a certificate stating that she has successfully completed her Arangetram on this date, that is 17th of April 2026. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, that's some secret message being passed there. Right, not a small feat, to perform an intro about continuously for about an hour and a half plus, almost, right? We have one more small piece that we have to witness. So definitely, to reach this day, right, a lot of people have toiled behind this. More importantly, as a Natya Shastras that was laid down by sage Bharata Muni, who started the Bharatanatyam culture. So he has said that for any Bharatanatyam recital to be called successful, there are a bunch of things that have to come in together. And on that day, on that stage, in that ambience, and so on and so forth, one amongst us is definitely the music. So today's Arangetram would have been very, it could be a dance, definitely a recital that's happening, beautifully done by the artist. But what happens if you don't have the music that goes with it? Today's music literally transformed us. We are sitting in the suburb of Chembur, in the city of Mumbai, on a Saturday evening. But are we all here, or are we all transported to some other, to another place altogether? Do you all agree? Right. So there's a bunch of people who work behind it. Can I have the proud parents? You both can't just sit there, you have a lot of work here. So can we call the proud parents, that is Khanjari and Deepak Kumbhar, to be up on stage to honor all these other artists who have made this evening so memorable, not only for Piya and family, but for all of us. Is that a mock drill? Or are we all supposed to? Come. Oh, this was a welcome for you all. Right. So let's begin with the honors. Obviously, Piya has been honored by her very own Guru, and the blessings of the Lord has been given to her. Yeah. So we now honor the person who's responsible for Piya reaching this stage today, and that is none other than Guru Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan. She's been tremendously, brilliantly good actually on the vocal and the Natuvangam. And she's enjoyed, actually every moment of this. She just told me that backstage, that I've just lost, track of what's happening, and I'm just enjoying the music. So. Look at that, I'm not joking, okay? This is only coming up for you guys. A special effect, who's been giving that? Deepak, खरं सांगा काय extra पैसे दिलेले का? Otherwise this kind of extra special effects are never there. For them to walk up. Oh, right. Teacher was ably supported today on the Natuvangam. That's why she could just sing so freely, And she was ably supported today on the Natuvanga by Aditi Baliga. So Srimati Aditi Baliga, who is a senior artist at the class and also one of the teachers for Piya. Guys, now coming to the magicians. There were two guys who were sitting up here on the stage, the Vadya Vrindam, who have actually, I call them the magicians because just two people sitting on the sides can't literally deliver music that sounds or seems like an ensemble of about 8 to 9 musicians playing, different instruments, musical instruments out there. And literally these two men up here on stage give you a feel that you're hearing so many different kind of sounds, right? It's not just the mridangam, it's not just the violin, but you feel there is, so many other sounds, which I'll ask you as a quiz as to what all did you hear very soon. Let's first hear about who's been the magician on the mridangam today. So a banker by profession, Shankar, as he's popularly called in the world of music, is trained under Guru Sri Ramanathan and Karaikudi Sri R. Chandramouli sir at the prestigious Sri Shanmukananda Fine Arts and Sangeeta Sabha. The founder director of the Mumbai Shankar Narayanan Academy of Fine Arts, Sri Shankar has had the opportunity of accompanying well-known musicians like Dr. Balamurali Krishna, Bombay Jayashree, Sri Shankar Mahadevan, the Bombay Sisters, to just name a few. He's been fortunate to perform at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in the presence of the then Honorable President of India, Sri R. Venkatraman, and also in the Raj Bhavan in presence of the then Honorable Governor, Sri C. Subramaniam. As recipient of numerous awards and scholarships, he has to his credit the titles of Talmani, Saundarya Sitara, and one of the latest being Guru Rajalakshmi Kalaratna Awards conferred by the Bharatanatyam Kalalaya. Also our Acharya Ratna, which he received in the hands of the Sangeetalaya Samrat, that's Dr. T.V. Gopalakrishnan. Ladies and gentlemen, as I say, the magician on the Mridangam, put your hands together for Mumbai S. Sri Shankar Narayanan. Well, the other musician, as I call the vocalist, who accompanied teacher today, and the sides, Ravi, as he's popularly known in the field of music and dance, is a software professional. He's received his training under Guru Sri S.V. Ramachandran sir. Ravi has developed his own style of playing the violin that we all saw, with a blend of tradition and creativity to suit the event and the artist that he plays for. He's accompanied both Carnatic and Hindustani styles of musicians and very renowned names at that. Srimati D.K. Pattamal, Srimati Aruna Sairam, Sri Maharajapura Ramachandran, Sri Shankar Mahadevan again, and many, many more. Amongst the dancers, he's had the privilege of playing for the who's who, like Srimati Hema Malini, Sri Deepak Majumdar, Raja and Radha Reddy, Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran, and again many, many more. A recipient of numerous accolades and awards, Ravi has been conferred Surmani, Saundarya Sangeet Sitara, Guru Rajalakshmi Kalaratna by Bharatanatyam Kalalaya, being one of his latest, and also received the Endowment Award for Lifetime Contribution to Carnatic Violin, instituted by this very institute, the Fine Arts Society at Chembur. He's also a co-founder of 72 by 35 Southern Street, a premier thinking Carnatic band. In fact, a band with a difference that every year they do a revival, a concert called Revival, and which is a very, very different concept, and that usually happens in this auditorium again. So ladies and gentlemen, the vocals on the violin, as I always say, and that has been rendered this evening by Sri B. Anantaraman, whom we call as Ravi. Now starts the quiz. What all sounds did you hear coming up from violin, from Ravi's violin? Conch, yes. Flute, yes. Today was an additional thing. You know, this Krishna, Varnam that we heard, we very distinctly heard the flute being played on the violin. You literally have to see what, you know, who other secret musicians are sitting on the backstage or the wings. We literally have to see on the wings. But it was all rendered by Ravi there. So that's why, you know why we call them the magicians. And Shankar plays... You know, usually if there's a scene with a horse and your horse is trotting, there is a sound that comes additionally along with the regular mridangam beats. So the arrow, curing arrow. And you know, you know, what did that Natkat Balkrishna do today? What was that kid doing? I'm not asking the dance class students, I'm looking at the general audience. What did the little Krishna do? Matki fording, exactly, auntie, that matki fording. What sound did you hear? क्या सुना आपने? Exactly, जो मटका जो फुटा, you know, you saw the mridangam, you know, the beats that went with it. We can't do a replay for you. You all should have, you know, watched it, observed it, heard it, imagine it today, right? So that is what I'm saying. So all those extra effects or special effects without actually having any special effects or multimedia up here, right? So all that is produced by, literally by these artists who are sitting up here on stage. A big round of applause to the Vadya Vrindam today. Amazing. So again, as I said, Bharatamuni said every Bharatanatyam recital needs everything coming in together. Ambience, yes, we saw the ambience. There is one person who's handling all these lights up here on stage, and that is Shruti Kannan. Shruti, are you around? Shruti? Yeah, there she is. Okay. So you know that Mahishasura Mardini, when there was a fight going on, there is some special effects in the light. So all that has been another senior artist at the Saundarya Natya Kalalaya Foundation. I'm just waiting to see whether our makeup person and our hairdo specialist, hair specialist, hairstylist is there. Are they free? So they're kind of transforming Piya. That is Shruti. You know, all these little things do matter because this kind of makes the evening so beautiful for all of us. We're enjoying a lovely music. We're enjoying a beautiful little girl dancing there. But all these little effects that come up, you know, they really make it so memorable for all of us. When we go back home, we're looking at that evening well spent, a good 3 hours that's been spent in a completely different ambience. And that's what gives you the ambience. So that's the beauty of all this. Yeah. Right, so the makeup who's transformed Piya into an Apsara today, and that has been done by Mr. Bhushan. Yes. The long tresses, the hair stylist for the day, who's done the long tresses for her, has been Jayashri. Yes. She there? Jayashri. Yeah. Friends, today, you've seen Piya for what she's performing up here, but you know, all those little motivational speeches that's been given to her backstage, sweating, you know, the sweat that she has, and that's being wiped and then freshened up and makeup touched up and everything. So a lot of backstage activities happen, which, you know, when she comes back for the next piece, she's all fresh and happy and all fit again. So that backstage management becomes very important, especially on the D-Day, right? Apart from just seeing them in the dance class and taking also the practice sessions in the class. So we have another teacher, a very senior artist at the foundation, another teacher who's been helping us backstage today, and that is Srimati Aarti Jutani. The other young girl who's been running up and down, one of the senior artists or one of her colleagues actually at the class, and that is Ananya Rajaraman. Can we have Ananya Rajaram? She's busy? Yeah, come. She has to get it herself. Yes. Right. Not our fault. I asked both Khanjari and Deepak, you know, do you have more people like whom you want to, you know, kind of get them up on stage? And both of them said, if I'm going to call the people who are close to us and call them up on stage, I think the entire, you know, auditorium is going to be up on stage. So we will do the honors. We will do the felicitation. We don't want to call, you know, too many people. And I can see that, right? So that was brilliant. See, everybody would have got a beautiful e-invite to come to today's event, and that's been designed by one of a very senior artist here again in our class, and that is Kumari Akruti Anantaraman. So can we have Akruti? She's somewhere in the audience. Yes. All the seniors to Piya, and I'm sure all of them have also helped conduct a practice session, so I think. Well, we all have witnessed her live here, sitting there, sitting on the sides and so on, and heard the music, but when is Piya going to enjoy this? She's definitely enjoyed performing for us, but there's going to be a time when she's going to go back and flip through the, you know, the album or even watch a CD about her Arangetram when she remembers it later. And to make that possible, we have Mr. Sachin, who's been doing the video and the photography for today. Sachin? We know you're the photographer. Camera के साथ आने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. कैसे लोगे? Right. I hope somebody's clicked it. Huh? Okay, so that's coming. Right. Right. So you think we missed out anybody? Who? Yeah, so you all have to tell my name. Right, I saved the best for last. So it's always the last. I hope I've not missed anybody. You know, last time I said this, I saved the best for last and I'll call myself. And then from, you know, the boys tell me that, no, you missed this person. So after me, I had to call somebody else, which just kind of diluted the whole thing. So yes, I saved the best for last. And I'm Dr. Sumitra Venkatesh, taking you through this evening. It's been a pleasure. I'm sure a lot of emotions flowing through, the dancers getting ready for the last piece, but then the parents are here. They're feeling proud, of course. They're overwhelmed, of course, but I'm sure they have lots to share. And let me call the parents to say a few words. Come on.
Hello. Good evening and very warm welcome to everyone. So today it has been a very special day and a blessed moment for all our family. Arangetram is more than a performance. All of us must have seen this. It reflects years of dedication, discipline, love for this timeless art. Seeing Piya stand here today fills our hearts with immense pride, joy. So it fills our hearts with joy, pride, and gratitude. So every journey of such depth needs a guiding light. So with deep humility and respect, I offer our heartfelt gratitude to Guru Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan. So you did not merely teach Piya how to dance, you taught her how to surrender to the art, how to respect tradition, and how to find stillness and meaning within the moment. Your patience, discipline, and belief in her potential shaped this journey. So we could not fully see this until today. So for that, we will be always grateful. Thank you, teacher. So as parents, we must confess, so during practice sessions, when we felt it was just one more repeat step, so you always knew it was actually 10 more steps, 10 more repetitions rather. So, and today we finally understood why. Thank you for believing in her long before we fully realized what she is going to become. Thank you. My sincere thanks to Aditi teacher, Arati teacher, Akruti teacher, Shweta teacher, and all other senior students who stood beside Piya during her long practice sessions, corrected her gently, encouraged her silently, and helped her keep going when the journey felt demanding. A very special word of gratitude to our magical musicians. So all of us have experienced that. Shri Shankar Narayanan sir and Shri Anantharaman sir. Thank you so much. So your music does more than accompanying her. It gives life, emotion, and spirit to every moment she offers on the stage today. A special word of thanks to Bhushan, our makeup artist Jayashri, our hairstylist, Sachin and his team for beautifully capturing today's moments. All of your support behind the scenes has contributed immensely to the success of this day. So I really appreciate Dr. Sumitra Venkatesh for her wonderful compare throughout the event. Let me also thank the management of Fine Arts, Mr. Sundar sir, making this wonderful auditorium available for us for this event. And also Mr. Harshal and his team for the lights and sound effects. About Piya now. So watching you prepare for this day has been one of the most moving experience of our lives. So behind the graceful moments and radiant smiles, there are years of efforts, early mornings, tired evenings, sore feet, and moments of self-doubt. So you balanced all this along with your studies and danced with quite determination, never asking for shortcuts, never seeking applause, only striving to improve one step at a time. So this Arangetram does not mark the end of your journey. It marks the beginning of deeper one. What makes us most proud is not just how beautifully you dance, but the discipline, humility, the resilience you have developed along the way. Seeing you today, calm, confident, and rooted in tradition is the most precious gift you could give us as parents. Thank you, Piya. To our dear family and friends, thank you for being here today and standing with us on this special day. We know many of you have traveled from outstation and you could make it for this occasion. So your presence is a reminder that Piya's journey has always been supported by love. Through every small performance, every rehearsal, and every milestone that led her to this stage today. Your blessings and strength, meaning, and the warmth to this moment. As Piya completes her Arangetram today, and the steps forward as Bharatanatyam dancer, we seek your continued love and blessings for her. May this art form always help her grounded, guide her with grace, give her strength, both on and off the stage. Thank you all for sharing this wonderful evening with us today. Dhanyawad. So let me hand it over to Khanjari. I'm sure she do have something interesting to share with us. Thank you.
So good evening everyone. Jai Shri Krishna. Firstly, respected Guru Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan, dear teachers, esteemed musicians, beloved family and friends, and everyone gathered here today, thank you from our hearts for being part of Piya's special day. Today is just not a performance, it's a milestone, a day that brings together years of practice, dedication, devotion in the form of Piya's Arangetram. First and foremost, we bow with deep gratitude to Piya's Guru, Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan. So I should say that 4 decades I have been seeing teacher teaching Bharatanatyam. For me, the synonym of Bharatanatyam is Padmini teacher, and of which 1 decade she has taught to my daughter. So I am like really blessed. Thank you for your guidance, patience, and blessings. You shape Piya not only as a dancer, but as a person who will carry this art with humility and respect. To all the teachers, thank you for your time, effort, and love. Every correction, every smile, every push has brought her to this stage. Now I'll share a few words about Piya's journey. So this takes me almost 13 years back when Piya was just 2. If music was played anywhere nearby, her little feet would start tapping. Soon it became an everyday scene at home. Tiny steps, sweet expressions, and pure joy. Though I never learned dance, but I really enjoyed watching Piyu dancing. It made my heart happy. That is where everything began. At 3, she started learning freestyle dance with Sandhya teacher. Later, we wanted her to learn dance in a deeper way. For us, it was only Bharatanatyam, and that too only with Padmini teacher. So I used to be behind her, like, teacher, when you will enroll her, when you will enroll her. And every time she used to tell me, when she's 6, I will enroll. And finally, the day, 30th September 2017, on the day of Dashera, her Bharatnatyam journey began. The early days were simple and quiet. Small footsteps, basic adavus, third legs, repeated corrections, and many hours of practice. There were happy days and there were hard days too. She was tired, unsure, challenged. But through it all, one thing that never changed, her commitment. Through exams, school, changing routines, and growing responsibility, Piya stayed committed. As she was never left alone, she had a constant support from her family, dear family. Special thanks to Nana Nani, her Ma Jaisi Masi, and forever go-to persons, her trusted brothers. You all know them. They kept her going. Piya also learned Bharatnatyam, that it's not about perfection, it's about discipline, humility, and loving the art. The journey continued at its pace and COVID hit, right? So we were worried what next, right? It would be a break. But yes, teachers started online classes and the journey continued. Post-COVID, the speed began. And before we realized, it was that we were planning her Arangetram. And today, we are blessed to witness it. Tonight, what we saw was just not a choreography. We saw years of effort, quiet practice, guidance from her guru and teachers, the support from everyone who stood by her. As parents, our hearts are full. Piya, today is your big day, and Arangetram is just the beginning. You will keep learning and stay connected with this art. We are so proud of you, my bacha. You are the first in the family to reach this milestone, and we will always remember this day. Keep going. May your love for dance grow deeper every step. Once again, thank you all for being a wonderful audience and making this day so special and unforgettable for Piya. For all those watching Piya online, thank you for taking out time, being with her, though remotely, and blessing her. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the dinner after the performance. Thank you. Yeah, there.
So we have one more person from the family, and I've always heard between the two sisters that he's a go-to person for Piya, and that is Dhairya. You got to remove your shoes. Udhar. Yeah. Thank you.
Good evening, all. I, Dhairya Dalal, very proud brother of my today's evening star performer, Piya Kumbhar. I must say, Piya, you were excellent and stunning, and what a performance. You have left everybody spellbounded. As we have watched you wonderfully performing, I'm honored to congratulate you on this occasion. And you have achieved a brilliant milestone with a lot of grace and dedication. I must acknowledge that she has achieved this with a lot of commitment, dedication, sacrifices, and tremendous hard work. You have really excelled in the field of art, dance, along with participating in extracurricular activities in school and being good in academics. You have balanced it all. I would like to appreciate your sacrifice, what you have made for not going to the school picnic and trips, and being very firm on your decision and continuing with your practice during those days. This shows a clear vision of your dedication and what was important to you. As a conclusion, I would like to say that your efforts put in by you, Masa and Masi, are phenomenal and literally tremendous. Your your passionate dance and the inner spirit of yours has left everybody shocked. Lastly, I would like to advise you never leave your passion and always find some ways and some time for it, no matter how far you reach in your life. Thank you.
Spoken like a true Gen Z. Shocked, awesome, great. Right. So, yeah, please, yeah, you have to watch her again. Sure. So till our magicians come back up on stage, any else from the crowd who want to say? Deepak and Khanjari told me कि गावा वरुण पण माणसं आलेला आहे. You know, people have come from very far to see this. Anything? Kai vichar? Anything that you all want to share? Where are Nana, Nani? हाँ, Nana, I can see. Where's Nani? Oh my God, अभी से आंटी अलग अलग क्यों? आंटी will tell me separately, you know. रास्ते में मिलेंगे गरोड़े नगर में तब बता देंगे. Sure, okay. Great, guys. I'm sure it's way past our dinner time for most of you all at least. So let's move on. So Kumari Piya Kumbhar अपने सर्वप्रथम full-fledged performance, that is the Arangetram, Kurati dance, यानी बंजारा नृत्य से समाप्त करेंगी. The Kuratis are दक्षिण भारतीय बंजारन वंश के सदस्य होते हैं. उनकी वेशभूषा भी विचित्र या विशेष होता है. They sell beads and pearls in the hilly areas of southern India. They narrate all instances through music and dance. इस अंश के steps भी लोक नृत्य के पैटर्न पर ही आधारित है. And Kurati dance is लोक नृत्य के माध्यम से ही जाना जाता है. So today the Kurati dance in Ragam and Talamalikai.
நாடெங்கும் சுற்றி நகரெங்கும் சுற்றி நலமுடன் குறி சொல்ல குறவஞ்சி வந்தானே தத்தன मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं बलितं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरम्
Oh, fantastic. A standing ovation. Absolutely well deserved. Thank you so much, guys. I love the swag with which she walked back. Okay, now I'm done, right? She just turned around and she walked back. But well, she has, again, lots to say. I hope this auditorium is open for much longer, right? Because she's given me some 4 pages that she's going to speak right now, right? I'm sorry we're keeping you away from dinner, but this you have to hear. You've seen her, she's enthralled us. Now she will speak. Now you hear.
A very good evening to each and everyone present here. On behalf of my family, my guru, and myself, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for being here today. Your presence adds joy, warmth, and meaning to this special milestone in my dance journey. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to my guru, Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan, teacher. Ma'am, you have been the one pole star whom I have been following since the last so many years. Your guidance, inspiration have helped me to pursue my goals. Thank you so much, ma'am, for having trust and faith in me. I have been lucky to be your student, and learning Bharatnatyam from you has been one of the most memorable part of my life. Today, I truly understand why Mama always wished that I learned Bharatnatyam from you.
It means so much more now. Thank you, Aditi ma'am, my revered teacher, who shaped and mastered my journey for this Arangetram, guiding me patiently and supporting me through each and every crucial practices with unwavering dedication and care. Thank you, Aarti ma'am, for polishing my performance during the final practices, helping me to be perfect, and importantly, adjusting your schedule with mine. Thank you, Akriti ma'am and Shweta ma'am, for helping me in my initial stages of Bharatnatyam. Special thanks to Akriti ma'am for designing such a beautiful invite. My sincere thanks and appreciation to our wonderful and talented musicians, the vocalist, who has been one of the most melodious voice, matched each of my beat with her vocals, Srimati Padmini Radhakrishnan. On the Natuvangam, my mentor, my constant guide during my most crucial practices, Miss Aditi Baliga, our mridangish, Shankar Narayan sir, and the violinist, Anantaraman sir, who has enhanced this performance with their musical excellence. Thank you, Sumitra ma'am, for being an excellent composer this evening. And most importantly, the support at the backstage. Aarti ma'am and Ananya Didi, thank you for helping me in the last minute, be it adjusting my ghungroos or jewelry. You were there to help me at all the times. Thank you, Bhushan uncle, for making me look my best today. Thank you, Jayashri auntie, for ensuring my hairstyle looked perfect and added even more grace in my performance. Thank you, Sachin uncle, for capturing these more special moments which I can cherish for my lifetime. So, let me share how this happened to me. My interest and love for dancing began since I was 3 years old, when I started learning freestyle from Sandhya teacher. Music and my feet used to get into tandem, and from there on, there was no looking back. My journey for Bharatnatyam started about 8 years back, which helped me develop discipline, focus, and has brought a transformational change in me, which comes out from continuous practice, dedication, and hard work. Thank you to all the teachers for believing in me and shaping me to become a better individual. So, as I reflect upon this journey, I can see all this coming right in front of my eyes. Managing academics, classes, school activities, also missing on my 10th standard last school trip. Be it the inner happiness is much more than the sacrifices that have gone through achieving this feat. And I really thank the Almighty for His constant blessing being showered on me and my family. This Arangetram for me is a beautiful journey where dance taught me about dedication, grace, and determination. These teachings will stay with me always. Thank you, Mummy and Papa, for all the continuous support, encouragement, push, and motivating me and making sure that I complete this journey. If my performance today shines, it's because of your love and hard work, which are the light behind it. Thank you for being my biggest supporters, my role models, and my safe place. This achievement is as much as yours as it is mine. Some odd days during my earlier years of Bharatnatyam, I used to think why my parents were pushing me too much into this. It is today that I realize the importance of their constant push and encouragement, which ensured me to achieve this milestone. Even though my parents are working, I never missed out on my Bharatnatyam classes, for which I would want to give special thanks to my Nana and Nani for providing all the support in the early stages of Bharatnatyam. You have been my silent heroes. I hope you all enjoyed this performance as much as I did performing it. I thank my elders, my school teachers, my school friends, and my amazing dance class friends for their support during my practices. It mattered a lot to me. I would also thank everyone present here for taking their time out on a Friday evening to bless me on this occasion. Your presence means a lot to me, and I thank you all for being a wonderful audience. Thank you once again.
Right. I think that marks the end for this evening's performance, and I'm sure everybody wants to hear more, but I think it's time to now have a gastronomic feast. We've feasted enough our eyes, our ears, and everything, so let's move up. So we will be meeting you again, the first floor foyer, that's the cafeteria region, again for the dinner. Thank you, guys. Goodbye, good evening, good night.